Hi everyone, got a new Julie mold, so we're here to do a bloom, and I'm thinking I might do circles. I'm not sure yet. Let's see how it plays out. I have mixed up 8 ounces of J. Diction High Gloss in the round jugs, 1-to-1, low viscosity resin. I let it warm up a little too long because I've been fooling around. It's at 35 degrees Celsius, but we should be fine. Usually anywhere between 30 to 38, I'm good. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour some in the mold just to reduce the amount in this cup. I do have another project I'm working on, which is why I have so much resin poured. I'm not using it all on this. I'm gonna pour about 1 ounce in my cup here for my white. And actually, while we're waiting for this to spread a little, since it is warm, it'll take a little bit longer. Let's go ahead and mix up our white. And you know what? I might need just a little bit more in my mold. Let's go ahead and put that in. I just don't like to put too much resin in my mold because that can cause blobbies or problems with my blooms. I like just to have a light layer at the bottom of the mold. I am using Cast and Craft Opaque Pigment Concentrate. I got a new bottle, and I have to say, so far, I don't think it's the same one as it was before. It's a little different, so I've been having some issues with it, trying to figure out how to use this bottle. I am gonna go with 8 drops, and then we'll give it a stir, but I'm thinking 10 is gonna be where we need to be. That's 3. All right, that's 8. I'm not even going to put the lid on. We're going to give it a stir. I've been having a problem with the blooms feathering because it's not enough white in them, which is why I'm saying I might need more white. Let's take a look. And I'm so uncomfortable with this white now that I'm worried about it. Let's do 2 more drops just because I'm worried about it. You guys know how I roll if you watch my other videos. I always second guess myself and add more later, which is why I try not to add too much in the beginning. That way I can add more. So give it a mix. The resin is still slowly moving into the mold. We might have to give it a little shove around. I hope not. I hope it just gets where it needs to go. But I want it to speed up because it does need to be completely level before we start putting anything in here. So we need to encourage it to get into all the spots quickly. All right. So today for my alcohol inks, I'm doing Ranger inks. I have Pink Sherbet, Cosmopolitan, and Gumball. And I'm going to start with Pink Sherbet. I'm going to open it off to the side so I don't get any crunchies in my project. You can see it gets crunchies all around it. And I'm going to automatically do 3 because it's such a light color. Now I'm going to start with my dark color, the Gumball, or I should say darker color. This is a new one. I haven't used it too much. It's sort of like their raspberry, but maybe not as dark. Let it spread a second. And now I have the Cosmopolitan. And I don't think I'm going to swirl them around. I think I'm going to leave it like this. Sometimes I'll swirl, but not today. All right, so I'm going to take my white and put it in my piping bag. I use 6-ounce cups, 8-inch piping bags. And I just buy them, whatever the cheapest is from Amazon. swirl it up good so it's closed all the way. I am using some of this white for my other project, so that's why I have so much. All right. So I've been debating what I'm gonna do, and I think I'm gonna do, better decide, huh? Mini spirals. If it's so thick it doesn't want to come out, let me squeeze it over here. All right. And if you watch, I'm sort of covering my ink spots. All right. And now I'm just going to do circles in here. I should have done it bigger. That one is very little. All right. I'm going to add circles here too. Maybe dots. All right. I think that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it kind of open in the center, but I am going to add a center. And I wanted to see what it was going to look like first. The colors. I don't know that I picked the right little bits. I don't know. I'm thinking they're kind of all pinker than I need them to be. But I think this is the closest. Now these turn pink, but they look purple. I think I'm going to go with these. All right, so I'm going to stand up to do this. It's kind of mess up our circles a little, but that's okay. Now I do have those two little spots. What am I going to do with those? Because I don't think there's enough there. I might just put some dots in here to fill everything. It is kind of filling up on its own, isn't it? All right, that looks good enough. All right, we will come back to back this because I do want to do something fun on the back. See you then. All right, we are back to do the back side of this. I debated on what to do. I know that I need a dark color, so I thought, let's do some sort of crackle effect. I wanted a dark purple, and I love this plum, but I was almost out. So I used some of this plum and then Eye Candy Prince Purple, which does have a blue tint to it, but I still think it came out rather nice. So I mixed up 5 ounces of resin. There's about 2 ounces here. There's about 3 ounces here. And in this cup, I used 3 drops of Liquitex acrylic ink, the magenta. I did let it warm up a little bit. It's only about 30 degrees Celsius, not super warm. I am for the back using tabletop resin, Takamo, only because I wanted something just a bit thicker to make it easier to do this pour. And I need to use up this resin, so yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to do it around the edge first. And if you watch my videos, you know I don't like pouring from a cup because I'm not great at it. So no judgment. And I never move things out of my way. To make it a little harder on myself. All right. Now I'm going to pour the rest in the center. I'm not saving any for a push. I don't really care what the center so much looks like as I do the outside. And since I wasn't sure how much resin to use, it looks like it's actually going to overtake this mold, which is perfect for me. It makes me happy, only because to me, it makes this effect a little easier to do. Because when I hand pour, you saw how uneven it was. Well, if it just moves on its own, it's even. All right. So now our purple. I don't know that it's going to go all the way to the tips of the flowers. If it doesn't, that's perfectly good. I don't care. I don't need it to do that. I think it'll look fine without it. So that's it. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to let it do its thing. Whatever magic it does, it does. I'm going to watch it for 10 minutes. Then I'm going to come back and I will most likely spray it with alcohol spray if I find any bubbles, or hit it with my torch. But that's it. We'll be back when it's time to unmold. All right, we're back. From this side, I don't see much scaling. So it might just be color, but we'll see. You just never know. Sometimes the resin tricks you. Sometimes it doesn't. All right, let's check this out. Oh, it's minimal, just very minimal. Can you see? But it's still gorgeous. I love it. I think it's very, very pretty. I like the flower.